Given as consistent as their offense has been playing, what are you more worried about, Connor Cook or their offensive line?
I don't see it that way. I mean, I think they have a great offense, and it's a very balanced offense. So, and we're concerned about pad level, concerned about leveraging the ball and tackling. I mean, that's what we're concerned about.
Coach, you said after the last game, finishing was something that didn't happen against Eastern. Has that been a big emphasis this week for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been an emphasis every week, but I think this week, now that we've played a game, I think everyone understands what we're saying. So I think the point has hit home, and the evidence this week in practice has been that everyone understands we need to finish.
Cisse said going into the last game, maybe the focus was not quite there, as specifically in the secondary. How do you feel like the focus is going for the team right now?
I think this week, through 3 days of practice, it's been the best 3 practices of the year defensively.
How so? How's it the best 3?
Just intensity, attention to detail, intensity, and finish.
Does that come as a result of having them play the game and then they can kind of see themselves on film and kind of have some things to go back and look at? And
I would say in part that would be due to having a real contest, a real game where you had an opportunity to see, and now they can go back and look at, I thought I was doing this and maybe I wasn't, and as coaches we can evaluate and say, we need to get them to do these things better. I think it's a combination.
What did you see when you kind of went back and looked at the film, when you reviewed it? What stuck out to you?
We didn't finish. I mean, we're in position to make plays, whether it's in the backfield. We're in position to make plays down the field, and we didn't. We had some opportunities. They made some. Easton did a great job. They made some great plays, but there's a couple plays had we been running harder, instead of it being a big long play, it's a couple-yard play, and that's the finish that we're referring to.
Has your secondary sort of learned? What have they learned after last week's game?
I'm hoping that the entire defense learned that we've got to play smarter and it has to be more urgency. I mean, it has to be an urgency and an intensity every play, and that goes from the signal through the finish of the play, and we didn't do that.
Have they shown that in practice in the last few days?
This week's practice has been really good. Today was fabulous. So, yeah.
DP, last year you played Michigan State. You know what they do. A lot of the groups are the same. What is it about them that concerns you the most as you get ready to go back there?
I think where Michigan State excels is that they have the tremendous run game, and they have tremendous passing attack, and then they have a lot of don't want to call them trick plays, but they have a lot of plays that work that prey on your eyes, and so they do a good job of mixing a run, pass, play action, and then there's some tricks within it, and I think they do a great job of it. So just overall fundamental football, getting our eyes in the right spot and doing our jobs is what we need to do.
Do you expect them to do much like they did last year? I mean, there are not a lot of big changes.
When I watched when I watched them last year, our game, post our game, and then the preseason game, they're the same operation. I mean, they're very confident in their system, and they run their system.
Execution.
Yeah.
Is Connor Cook any better this year how much better this year is he than maybe last year?
That's hard to judge. They played one game. He's really good. Last year, this year, he's really good. He can make all the throws. He sees downfield at that 10 to 15 yard area. I mean, he's money. He's just a really good quarterback.
They've got a couple offensive linemen I think can be All-American, 66 and 74. The center and left tackle, I want to say. When you look at those guys, what makes them tough?
They have a tremendous offensive line. All those guys are really good. They're big. They've all increased their size. They've increased their muscle mass. They're stronger. And they have a scheme to play. So, I mean, when you ask some guys to come down and down block and pull around and get up on people, they have the skill sets to do that. And I think that's what makes them tough. They're great run blockers and pass blockers, but they're really good linemen in a good system that fits them.